blocks, just had a thunder dunk. I mean, just tore the rim off. I thought we was going to replace the rim on one of his dunks, and but I appreciate his spirit, his heart.
Sure.
And he's come this morning. He has learned a poem. It's almost like a play, man. It's written by Steven Furtick, and it's called God Sent A Saviour. And it sort of speaks to what this is all about. Why it is a Merry Christmas,
Right.
Happy Holiday.
Right.
And Christ centered that. So Jonathan's going to come, and he's going to present to us God Sent A Saviour this morning.
Yes.
So God sent a Savior. And in the fullness of time, God looked down on the crown jewel of His creation and He said, these people, they're the apple of my eye, but somehow they always manage to mess everything up all the time. So I'm going to have to go down there and fix this thing myself. So God sent a Savior. God said, the man I've made has made a mess of my image, distorted my intentions, and they diluted my instructions. Humanity has been reduced to naked shame, eyes wide open, beholding a once wide open paradise now locked up tightly, unable to re-enter because the rebellion had reset the parameters. So God said, I need somebody with nimble fingers, somebody who can sew more than just fig leaves, somebody who can seamlessly weave the broken hearts of humanity back to the love and purpose for which they were created. Somebody to silence all the lies of the snakes in their lives. Somebody whose mouth has never tasted the poisonous bite of forbidden fruit. Somebody to pull the tree of the knowledge of good and evil up by its roots and carry it on His back. So God sent a Savior. And God said they need a chain breaker. The cries of my people in bondage are rising up before me, and the sounds of their wailings have pierced the portals of heaven. So I'm sending a deliverer to put an end to their days of backbreaking and brick-making. God said they need somebody who can deliver them from dungeons, addictions, corners of caves, from all the things that have made them enslaved. God said they need somebody who can see the dry ground clear through a sea of fear. Somebody who won't just reach out his staff, but reach out with nail-pierced hands. So God sent a Savior. And then God said they need a prophet, a messenger, who means to make it abundantly clear that my God is Yahweh. When the small gods have failed, I need to smash your bells. God said, I need somebody who can make a fool of every idol they've tried to lift their hearts to. God said, I need somebody who won't bow a knee to greed, who won't bow a knee to it's all about me, who won't worship status, position, or things, who can call down fire and then make it rain, unafraid to taunt the enemy, proclaiming prophetically, turning the affection of my people away from what's worthless and back to my love. So God sent a Savior. Then God said they need a rescuer. Somebody who won't board the first boat for inbound convenience, who won't stall or flee. They need a rescuer with a heart like me, consumed with compassion and abounding in love. God said they need somebody to prepare a table in dark places, to invite the castaway and the thrown away, to let them know that I am there. I am there. Even when they cause their own storms, when they inflict their own pain, when they end up in the belly of their self-imposed suffering, they need somebody who will never need, but always offer a second chance. Somebody who can plunder into the depths of death and distribute the riches of my grace to the ends of the earth. So God sent a Savior. And God said they need an overcomer. Somebody with a clean closet that is skeleton-free, a story with no imperfections, a heart with no ill motives. Somebody with steadfast sincerity and relentless resolve. A perfect lamb, with the kind of confidence to make its bed in the midst of lions. Somebody who can grab fear by the throat and render it powerless. Who will shut the mouths of every liar, wield the hearts of kings, and silence the roar of every enemy. Somebody who can pray prayers and sweat blood in the gardens of Gethsemane. So God sent a Savior. And God said, you need a water walker whose voice stills winds and waves, a man with perfect faith, to narrate the rise and the fall of chaotic conditions, and to point the way through clouds of doubt. When the boat is breaking up and the storm is raging on and visibility gets worse, they need somebody steady on his feet, trained to tread the surface of the deep. Somebody who refuses that walking is an activity reserved just for dry land, but believes in living fluid and walking in faith go hand in hand, bold enough to place the ball of his foot on the uncertainty of water. Peace speaker, with a firm grip, strong enough to catch a slipping, sinking soul and carry the one that wavers back to the boat. So God sent a Savior. And then God said, I need a perfect son with the skills to lead a search party for every runaway and renegade. Somebody to retrieve and redeem all my lost sons and daughters. And to remind the world that no matter what they've done, no matter where they've been, no matter how far they've fallen into the pig's pen, they still have a chance to be called my kids. Somebody who knows how to throw a welcome back party for the prodigal, willing to light the grill and kill the calf in celebration of the one who still smells like the swine he slept with last night, willing to bury the rebellion of the world in the righteousness of his redemption. So God sent a Savior. God said, I need a grave robber. Somebody who can bear to be bruised by the knuckles and maligned by the heckles of sinful man that he himself created, and stare back into their faces of stone with compassion, carved more deeply than the canyons he constructed with a word, but not utter a word, but be silent before the shears, like a sheep sent to the slaughters. Somebody who can be beaten beyond recognition and then buried in a borrowed tomb and still get up with the presence of mind to fold the strips of linen he's leaving behind. So God sent a Savior. And God said, I need a morning person. Somebody who can wake up after 3 days and stretch a little and then roll his own stone away. Somebody to change the game of hide and seek and say, don't come to this grave looking for me. Who will walk into the octagon and hand death his first and final defeat. So God sent a Savior. And finally God said, I need a hero, a conqueror, who knows where death and hell keep the keys and has the power to shake them down and take them by force. The one who strips shame bare and exchanges it for grace. The one who shatters every shekel and with one word liberates. The one who revives all passions for the greatness of his name. The one who redirects every intention, making every path straight. The one who descends into the depths and stares fear in the face. The one who walks beyond every doubt and against the wind stands unafraid. The one who restores lost sons and daughters and recovers their rightful place. He is the resurrection. He is the life, and he lives beyond the grave. Our God sent a Savior, and his name is Jesus Christ.
Yeah.